Welcome to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Tuesday, October 18th, 2016. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. What do you do when you're a two-time defending figure Olympia champ a few weeks removed from the biggest win of your career? Well, if your name is Latorya, it means you get in the gym and do what it is that you do best. Just about 3 weeks removed from putting an emphatic stamp on her second straight Olympia victory, Watts really seems to be hitting her stride again. New photos show the baddest woman in figure looking as dangerous as ever as she officially enters into the early stages of her off-season program. When she's at her best, Latorya Watts is flat out unbeatable. And when you look at how she continues to get better year after year, it's hard to imagine anyone even getting a sniff at the crown at any point in the foreseeable future. For anyone out there who ever wondered whether or not real monsters actually exist out there in the world, I present you with Exhibit A, Alexander Federov. Over the weekend, new photos surfaced of the Russian giant looking every bit the part of something straight out of a sci-fi movie, showing off the sort of muscle and conditioning that looks like it should belong to something, well, from another species. Despite only appearing twice on stage so far this season, Federov still somehow seems to be defying logic and slowly getting better in year 3 of his improbable comeback. If he can keep improving and trying to sneak into one of those late season shows, I can easily see him putting together a couple of top 5 finishes before all is said and done. Some athletes take time off, other athletes take time off to improve. And I think it's safe to say that bikini superstar Stephanie Mahoe falls into the latter category at the moment. New photos surfaced of a very impressive looking Mahoe who's well into her off-season program, now after choosing to sit out this year's Olympia. Over the past few seasons, Mahoe has emerged as one of the bikini division's more spectacular talents and has put together a list of top 10 finishes that is good enough to rival anyone in the entire division. Now that she's taking some time off to focus on getting back to basics, I have no doubt that when she returns to the stage, we're going to see a better version of Stephanie Mahoe than we've ever seen before. In the last few years, we've seen some really incredible talent emerge from the North American Championships to go on to do some real damage on the pro stage. And the next big thing to come along just might be this year's heavyweight winner, 21-year-old future star Chris Bumstead. After bursting onto the scene when he became last year's Canadian Junior overall champion, this year Bumstead came back with a vengeance and followed it up by dominating the North Americans in impressive fashion. Since his big win, Bumstead seems to have stayed on top of his game and added a few more pounds of quality size, but still hasn't sacrificed any of those crazy lines that make his physique so special. Once he fills out his frame and gets a little bit more stage experience on his resume, he'll have a real chance to really turn into something very special. We're a few weeks away from ushering in a new crop of future pros at the upcoming NPC Nationals, and everyone out there with plans of competing in the middleweight division has officially been put on notice, because Davion Hill is throwing his hat into the ring. This week, new photos surfaced of a completely ridiculous-looking Hill as he made his official announcement of plans to compete in this year's national championships. The former teen, collegiate, and junior USA middleweight champ is one of the most complete young athletes you're ever going to see. And when it comes to conditioning, this guy never ever seems to miss the mark. Even at just 21 years old, a 100% Davion Hill is going to present some real problems for anyone in the lineup. And given what we've already seen him do, I wouldn't put it past him to come out of the weekend with a pro card in hand. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. Check out IronMagLabs.com today. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.